Good morning, friends. How the heck are you? It's good to see you. Today is a special day. Today I'm getting to do something that I've been waiting to do for the last month while we've been here in Portugal. Super excited for it. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing in a little bit. Recycle. Olá. Você fala inglês? I'm trying to send money to a Portuguese bank account.
You have to go to the bank.
Okay, and the bank could probably do that?
Do you know
what is the name of the bank?
CGD.
CGD?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so this process is going to be a little bit harder and longer than I originally expected. I'm going to have to walk a couple of kilometers to get to the correct bank to send some money to one of the Portuguese authorities here in Portimão. I'll explain that in a minute, but for now I have to walk. Luckily, I don't have that bad of a view. The ocean is right over here. Anyway, it's gonna be a bit of a walk, so I'm gonna put this away for a few minutes while I walk over to the other side of this really long beach. You guys, this is it. This is the piece of paper I've been waiting for. I'm gonna head home now and I'll explain what is going on. I'm super excited. This is pretty cool. It's taken me forever to finish this, but it's finally done and I can finally do what I've been waiting to do for the last month here in Portugal. So let's spin home. I can't wait to get home. Okay, I'm back home. I'm so excited now. Let me sit down and explain to you what's going on. Okay, so let me explain. 1 month ago, Kaylee and I moved to Portugal. There are beautiful beaches here. It's always sunny and beautiful outside. There's some amazing cliffs on the beach. It is just awesome here. So how could I come to Portugal and not fly my drone and catch some amazing photography and videography here on the beaches? In terms of drone laws, Portugal is doing some things really well, and other things not so well. One thing Portugal has going for it is their phone app. It's called Voa Na Boa, and it is pretty incredible. It is amazing, and it helps out drone enthusiasts to know exactly where they can fly and where they can't fly, what areas are restricted and which areas are unrestricted. It shows a map of our town right here, and I can tell where there's regulations, where you just have to follow the normal drone code. In the app, you can also find the drone code, and it tells you what you can and can't do with your drone. One downside is that the app is only in Portuguese. Let's take a look at some of the rules and laws regarding drones. So you have to maintain visual contact with your drone. You need to respect the privacy of other people. Be aware of any manned aircraft that are around, planes, helicopters, and get out of their way if you need to. Don't fly over large groups of people, but it actually says you can fly over groups of 12 people or less. You can only fly a drone that's under 25 kilos, which honestly, most consumer drones follow that. This last one here is the worst one. It says, don't take photos or film without previously contacting the AAN. Basically, it's the Portuguese Air Force, and actually it's a section of the Portuguese Ministry of Defense. So in order to take any photos or any video anywhere in Portugal from your drone, you have to have permission from the Ministry of Defense. Why even fly your drone if you can't take pictures or video? I really don't understand how this is a part of their law. They're doing so well with their app, with all their other laws. They have everything laid out, but you can't take pictures and film. It's kind of ridiculous. So after this, I gave up. I didn't want to deal with the paperwork, with contacting the Ministry of Defense. But then I walked to the beach one day, and I was walking along, and I realized I need to film this. I need to share this with my YouTube channel. So I decided to start the process and start trying to get permission from the government to fly my drone and take pictures and video. So I'm going to share my whole process to get permission to fly my drone here in Portugal with you. I'll put links in the description and hopefully I can help you also get permission if you're coming here to Portugal and you want to fly your drone. It's really not that hard. There's only one step of the process that was kind of annoying, and it took a little bit of money. Let's start. So first off, I had to get permission from the Air Force to actually fly my drone without getting a big fine or going to jail, worst case scenario. So to start out, I went to the AAN website. It's aan.pt, and that is the Autoridade Aeronáutica Nacional. So it's all in Portuguese. If you need to, like I need to sometimes, get a Google Translator and it'll just translate the page for you, which is pretty awesome. So we're going to come over here to aerial images, and there's a few different things here. You can click on aerial images, or I just went ahead and clicked on forms to get started. I downloaded these 2 forms and filled those out. And I'll show those to you. It was really pretty simple. I just had to decide exactly where I wanted to fly my drone and put in the GPS coordinates for that. So I had to put my name, my job, I had to put my phone number, my email, and then I had to cross off the things that I wasn't going to be doing. So I was going to be taking pictures, I was going to be filming and taking panoramics, and I can't remember what this is, but I decided I should leave that unchecked. Type of drone, places I'd be filming, my name, again, who's going to be operating. This is all in English as well over here on the side, on this side. So it should be pretty easy to fill out. If you need to reference this, just pause and go ahead and fill it out like I kind of did. So I figured I needed to email them all this information and just say, hey, I would like to fly my drone, and here are the forms. Let me know if I need to do anything else. I sent them my first email on November 22nd, and I sent it in the evening, and within 2 days they had responded and given me back the permissions, and they were signed, ready to go up through the time that we were going to leave. So it was really easy. The paperwork is kind of annoying, but it's really not that bad. You just need to decide where you're going to be filming, and they'll get back to you very quickly. So I had permission to use my drone to take pictures and video as long as I was following the rules in the app. Unfortunately, the whole area where we live is within a no-fly zone on the app, and some of the best beaches in all of Europe are here, so I figured I should probably figure out how I can fly within this no-fly zone. So the next step was to contact the airport. I sent them an email on Friday, and then by Monday they had responded and given me permission. They just said that I needed to call them at the beginning and ends of each of my flights. They gave me a phone number for the tower, and pretty simple. Super quick, super easy. The next step of the process was done. If you're going to be trying to fly within a no-fly zone, make sure to contact the local airport or whichever authority you need to. You might need to do a little bit of research. I just typed in Portimão Airport and was able to find the information to contact them. Both the airport and the Air Force had warned me of a third group that I needed to get permission from if I was flying at the beach, which I had told them I was going to. This step of the process ended up being the weirdest and most frustrating, annoying step of the process. I was told that if I were going to fly on the beach, I would have to contact and get permission from the local captain of the National Maritime Authority. So I googled the Portimão captain of the port, and I found an email address and just sent an email to them saying, hey, I've got permission from the Air Force and from the airport to fly in this area, but I've heard I also need your permission. What do I need to do? They asked to see the permission, proof of the permission from those other entities. They asked to know the coordinates of the places that I would be flying, and it took a few days to get back and forth with them. They didn't send emails in English, so I was having to translate theirs and they were having to translate mine. Eventually, I just went ahead and used Google Translate and just sent them everything in Portuguese and let them figure it out, even though it probably wasn't good Portuguese. So I sent this email to them to try and let them know what I was going to be doing and what I needed to do to get permission. So they got back to me and let me know that I needed to pay some money in order to be able to fly. It's kind of weird. I felt like I was bribing them or something, like I had to pay them off in order to get this permission. I didn't have to do that with the Air Force or with the airport, but for some reason, the local port, I'm talking about like the ocean port, the seaport, the maritime authority, I had to pay them in order to fly a drone. It was kind of weird. They sent me a bank account number and told me I had to transfer money to it. It felt like a scam, honestly. But with no other options, I went ahead and did it. They asked for 34 euros and 89 cents. That comes out to about $40.99 US. It wasn't cheap, but with no other options, I went ahead and paid it. It was a process. I had to find the right bank. I couldn't use my bank to send the money. I had to go to somewhere here. It was kind of a mess. But I found the bank. They took my money. They sent it to the right account. I emailed them and said, hey, here's the receipt. I sent it. And they got back to me today and had a long piece of paper that had a bunch of rules and regulations on it that I needed to follow. That I already knew. But they gave me permission to fly anywhere in their authority here on the beach. So it really covers 4 counties along the ocean here. So we get to fly basically anywhere we want here close by to where we live without any issues. So finally, I'm able to fly the drone. I hope you guys enjoy the drone photography, the drone videography in these following vlogs and in this one coming up. I'm super excited to do this now. Hopefully in the coming months as we travel around, we'll be able to do more drone stuff and not have this many issues in getting permission to do it. If you guys like this video, please like it, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what issues you've had getting permission to fly your drone. Also, if you have any questions about flying your drone here in Portugal or just taking your drone abroad while you're traveling, comment below, let me know. I'll try and help you out with whatever I can. Thank you guys. We will see you in the next one.
I sat down by the ocean. It's that tears that I feel up with emotions. Could I taste them?